Good morning. Now we get to the good news. Paul has been laying this foundation that if the dead are not raised and Christ is not raised, and we are of all people most to be pitied. And then he says, but one of my favorite conjunctions in the scriptures, but now Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who are asleep. For since by a man came death, by a man also came the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, so also in Christ all will be made alive. So kind of jump to the end here for a moment. In Christ, all will be made alive. If you're in Christ, you have this life. If you're not in Christ, you're still dead because of Adam and what Adam accomplished in us. He says, but now Christ has been raised from the dead. There's a death that we all experience because we all sin. Like Adam sinned and separated himself from God, the day that he sinned is the day that he died in his relationship with God. The day that I sinned the first time was the day that I died in my relationship with God. But the day that I came into Christ is the day that I had experienced this resurrection from the dead into everlasting life. For since by a man came death, by a man also came the resurrection from the dead. That's one of the reasons that God became one of us, that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, experiencing life as a human being, as a man with all the fleshly passions and desires that come along with being in the flesh. And yet Jesus, experiencing every temptation, was without sin. So his humanity remained intact in its relationship with God, the Father. And he then, through his purity and innocence, is able to bring the resurrection from the dead to everyone that is in Christ. So I want to encourage you today with this idea that the resurrection of the dead accomplishes what nothing else, Jesus' resurrection from the dead, accomplishes what nothing else could do beforehand. The law only tells us what's right and what's wrong. It can't make us right. Really, the only effect that the law has had in my life is showing me that I'm on the wrong side of it, that I've broken it, that I've missed the mark, that I've trespassed. But Jesus, he's the one, through the power of a sinless life, brings life to me. And I am so glad that the Apostle Paul laid these arguments out so clearly here in chapter 15. Take this idea today, be encouraged and comforted and enthused to share this good news with somebody else who is not yet in Christ, and extend to them this invitation to everlasting life. God bless you. He loves you, and we love you too.